Hi, team. How are you? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I hope you're all having a good day today, good week. We are now on the first full week of April. So we got April and then you got May, and we're done for the semester. So we are almost done. Excuse me. And we're heading towards the home stretch here as we're finishing off the chapters in the second half of the book, and we're also getting ready to. You have like three things to worry about that are coming up. One, making sure that you do the at least big things. You want to continue doing the weekly discussions and the weekly quizzes. You want to make sure you do that. So that kind of goes without saying. But the three major things that you want to keep in mind are you have your next paper, your next major paper, which is not the observation paper, but it's similar. It's the relationship paper, and this is the paper that you write about you and somebody else. So this one does apply to you. So this is your relationship with somebody else, and that person could be family, romantic, friendship, whatever. Okay, I've kind of talked about this already. And so that's the one thing you have that's coming up next. Everything else applies. So if you see the assignment and it looks very similar to the observation paper, it's because it is. The only thing that we're changing is that instead of you observing two other people, it's you and somebody else. Everything else stays the same amount of pages, same amount of words that you need to use, and all this other stuff. Okay, so that's one. The second thing that you got to worry about that's in the horizon towards the end of the semester is your final exam. And I'm going to give you a study guide that you need to study so that you can take your final exam. Okay, so that's the two big things. The third thing that's coming up is on April 27th. We have our yearly speech and debate, not speech and debate, our debate tournament. And I offer a good amount of extra credit for that for those who attend. It's just audience, so you don't need to do anything other than just be there. It's April 27th. We're going to meet in the LA 100 auditorium, which is in the LA building. And it is from 2 to 6. And I'm offering 30 points extra credit for you to attend. It's from 2 to 6. We'll provide some snacks for you so you have something to munch on. And then there'll be smaller rooms that you can go to for the debate itself. But the big finale where we meet is in LA 100. The big finale is LA 100. And I'm offering 30 points extra credit. So if you consider the 30 points extra credit, the 10 points for going to tutoring, and then the 10 points for just doing a paper on a speech that you see online, like a TED Talk or something like that, that's 50 points total. So if some of you are struggling with points, that's going to be the best way for you to catch up real quick. All right, so kind of keep that in mind. But yeah, we're almost done. I'm excited. Some of you actually, which I'm a little bit of surprise, some of you have talked about like sometimes the chapters aren't matching. As we get to the second half of the semester, you'll notice that some of the chapters aren't aligning, or it seems like they're not aligning with your book. That's because at the beginning of the semester, I put it on my syllabus and I also put a video out, is I mentioned that I am using the 14th edition, okay? I'm using the information from the 14th edition of the book. And I believe what some of you got for free digitally was the 15th edition. And I said that if you wanted to use either the newer one or the older one, let's say 13 or before, because it's cheaper usually to get them used, that you could. But that it was your responsibility to match the chapters, okay? Because my chapters were being used from the 14th edition. And usually what happens is that the chapters are just sort of transposed. So like chapter 8 will be about something in the 14th edition, and the same thing will be chapter 9. So they'll switch chapters. The information is relatively the same. So one of the things that I did is I put the title of the chapter in the syllabus, and I also used the title of the chapter on the weekly lectures. Now, if you're not paying attention or you're not looking at the weekly videos, you're going to run into problems when you read the chapter and you take the quiz and you're like, I don't know what happened. It's completely different. Well, you didn't read the quiz. You didn't read the the lecture video that I provided, and B, you didn't really look at the slides, and you didn't look at the syllabus. So you got to make sure it matches so that you can get a good score. All right. Anyways, if anybody has any questions, they're always welcome to reach out. I'm right here to help you. We can set up a Zoom meeting, or I am on campus on Mondays and Wednesdays. You can always come on campus from, I believe, 11 to 12:30, and we can have a meeting. And if that doesn't work for you, we can figure something out. Just go ahead and email me. All right. If anybody has any questions, I'm right here. All right. Take care. Bye, everybody.